Host Tanya TKO, and I'm a self love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I'm just getting the whole broadcast set up right now on YouTube. So just bear with me because it is early in the morning and I had an epiphany. I woke up this morning and I was on my phone because it was a little earlier than I wanted to get up to read. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I read around on my phone a little bit, whether or not I'll be able to get back to sleep. And I ended up reading a statement from a viewer. And the statement was, you know, I bet you're single, right? And I had this epiphany that it just rained down on me. And I want to share my epiphany with you all. So come in, come in. Like I said, I know it's early. Say hello when you get here, right? I'm a little discombobulated. That's not the right thing. All right. Good morning. I'm a little discombobulated because it is very early, but we're going to get into it. I need to get the captions turned on. Give me just one moment. I'm setting up the whole broadcast right now, right? Not the entire broadcast, just setting up the basic accoutrements of the broadcast so that we can get into the video. There's the captions. Then I'm going to get the text out to the text notification squad. And then we're going to jump into the topic. I see no matter what time it does go early. I mean, see, I'm still discombobulated. No matter what time I come on, there are still people who are awake at that time. So, welcome. I'm happy that you're here and can participate in this conversation with me because I actually want to hear from you as well. Because I'm going to read the profile of the person whom I have heard making statements like this in real life. Like I said, I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany. Good morning. Good morning. Some people don't like the word morning. So they say grand rising, they say good day, they say a lot of different things. There's a lot of people who signed up for the text notification squad yesterday. So I'm happy about that. I really talked about it a lot in last night's video. What did you all think of last night's video style, by the way, with the reactions to all of those videos? We were on for a while yesterday. So tell me what you think. Was the video too long in and of itself? I'm going to be chopping it down into smaller pieces. I personally feel like the video was a little long. Like maybe I could have done it in an hour span, but then I'm like, if the whole purpose is chopping it up, might as well get it all done while I'm made up, while I'm there making the videos, while I'm, you know, in the right mind. Because, like, right now, I am tired beyond belief. So here's the text getting ready to go out. Okay, I'm sending the message live. I had an I can't even spell epiphany about men who say that's why you're single. Okay, come over. Come over. All right, let me get the link in here. And thank you for bearing with me. And thank you all for always holding space in the beginning of the video for people who are on the text notification squad. Because people on the text squad, they are the ones who sponsor the video. You know, they are the ones who pay a monthly fee that show the support. Like yesterday when I was on that show on on Fox Live or Fox Soul. See, I told you I'm still tired. When I was on that show on Fox Soul yesterday, I sent a message out to the text notification squad because all of my videos are not on YouTube and not on these public platforms. And when you're on the text squad, you get to be able to support the show and find out wherever it is that I'm broadcasting live and whenever I want to meet up behind the scenes. So I just sent the video out. Voodoo is saying born alone, die alone. Well, some people have more people near their bed as they are expiring. Other people do not. There's some people out there, there's no one holding their hand, there's no one gathered around. Their birthdays are coming in their olden ages and nobody is there to even give a care. Of some other people, when they're gone, their presence is felt. Some others, let's continue. Let's continue. I'm waiting for this text to go out. So welcome in. Good morning. Text just went out. Let's get a little, what music should we do to just wake up just a little bit? Let's get some rock and roll on. Should we do some rock and roll? Or should we, let's see. Yeah, let's get some rock and roll. Come on. Hey, 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 come on, wake up. Wake up. If you're getting ready for work, this is the time. Come on. Hey. Woo. Okay. All right. I feel energized. Okay. All right. Hey. Oh. Hey. All right. Okay. So. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. You know what? I definitely think it's important for us to make sure that we spend time without makeup on, because that other day when I did the video and I had those dark circles under my eyes, I realized I need to get more rest and I need to drink more water. So I think it's important for us to be able to look at what the health of our skin is saying. And so I've really been spending time upping my water intake, making sure that I'm getting to bed with the meridians of the sun. Hey, and so this morning I'm feeling good, looking good. Skin is popping and glowing. Not a stitch of makeup on, and I feel great. All right. Ooh, okay. So let us jump into getting live on these other platforms. All right. All right. We are live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook, and we are live on LinkedIn. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So it's early in the morning right now. I had an epiphany. I was up checking messages online because, as a content creator, I get a lot of messages that come in. I don't get to see all of the messages that I receive, but every once in a while, I see certain messages. So I was on my Facebook page and there was a guy. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll get this comment up on the screen because I want to read this word for word with you all so that you all can see what it is that I had on my mind. I'm going to read it and make sure that I'm able to articulate everything that I want to say right now. And I also want to hear from you all, because there's a profile of a player, the type of man who says things like, oh, that's why you're single. That's why she can't keep no man. I want you to think in your mind, because, there's so many men who make these statements all the time. Oh, I see a bunch of single women commenting. Meanwhile, they don't know who the hell is commenting. And what they do is they get women into the defensive to perpetuate this circle where we then have to be like, well, no, I'm not single. No, I have a man. I have a, and thereby playing into us receiving validity from men, from our worth then being validated, from holding on to, keeping, being with, securing, being picked by, all of this other stuff, right? So here, and that's what ends up happening. That's why I don't answer that question. I don't answer the question because it's not really a question or a statement. It's really a shaming tactic that they are projecting out onto you to kind of shut you up. Because then, what happens? I saw it in real time years ago. This is why I don't answer the question, right? I don't answer the question because I saw it in real time years ago. What ends up happening is they're like, that's why you don't have a man. Then you're like, well, I have a man. Then they're like, well, your man must be a beta simp. And then you're like, no, my man is a good man. And they're like, no, that's what you think. Your man is going to cheat on you. It's never ending. It's never ending. So let's read let me get my screen up. Let's do that. Okay. So how do I get the right screen? The right screen. Here we go. This is it right here. This is it right here. Okay. All right. So, the profile of a player. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so happy you all are up this morning, getting ready. What are you all doing this morning? Getting ready for work, getting the kids ready. What are you all doing? Okay, here we go. So, here is my reply to this mail. Oh, damn it. I made the thing too big because I'm supposed to click on it like that. And then, all right, I'll just leave it this size. Let me just leave it this size. Okay, here we go. So I say, I've actually never seen a worthwhile man say this to a woman. The only males I've ever seen make this type of statement are the ones making women's lives miserable. I just had an epiphany all throughout my life. Thank you. All throughout my life, I've never seen true husband material trying to shame women for being single. I've seen misogynistic hellcats who drank too much alcohol, wore too much jewelry, stunk of too much cologne, with a bunch of ragged relationships with too many women and these men, they made too little money, with too little self-respect, shriveled up manhood, working too few jobs, up in women's faces, talking about who don't have a man, with too many gold teeth, too many furry Kangols, with too many pinky rings, and too much starch in their pleated pants, with too high a percentage of polyester, with too many white shoes, and too high, too sheer socks. It was never the men you wanted when you grew up, just the cautionary tales of those you did not want to choose. That's what I saw. It was never the men who were the ones handling business, who were out working. It was never those men, was it? It was never those men. It was never the men whose women adored them. They were never the ones who were in loving relationships. It was always the players. It was my chair squeaking. I tried WD-40 on it, but it didn't work. I don't know what's going on. Nonetheless, I want to ask you all, what type of men throughout your life have you ever seen making that type of statement? You know, that's why she can't keep no man. Was it ever the men that you really wanted to keep? Was it ever the men that you grew up, that you were like, when I grow up, I want a man like that? Was it ever? I'm actually going to open up the phone lines, right? I'm going to open up the phone lines and hear from you all. Wow, 1,000 comments have come in already. You all are not playing this early morning. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines because I want to hear from you. What type of men have you ever heard making that statement? I truly am, honestly, I am curious. Let me get the phone lines open. All right. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. Yes, we are up early this morning. I want you to think, because when these males are commenting online, I want you to be able to think back into your mental Rolodex all throughout your life. And I want you to come up with the profile of a person, the type of person who would make statements like that. That's why Shirley, Shirley can't keep no man. Oh, there's a call coming in. Hold on. I don't have my headset in. Hold on. The call's coming in early. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name? Hey, let me get you into the right, all right. There you go. You're in the right area now to be online. What did you say your name was and where are you calling from?
KD, and I'm calling from Florida.
Hey, KD from Florida. Welcome. All right, so talk to us. Talk to us. What type of man?
Okay.
Give us the profile of the person who would make statements like that.
Okay. So I'm very young, and usually the guys that I've heard that. Oh, I'm sorry also by the voice thing. I just woke up and but
No, I
I'm very
understand you,
young.
honey. It's early for all of us.
Thank you. But I'm very young, and I would say that the men that I usually heard are usually the dusty ones.
Mm.
Like since I'm
Does
19.
anybody
My
hold on?
birthday
I'm
is actually
sorry. There's
today.
a hold on. There's a sound coming in and I have to stop this sound. Do you hear that?
Is it? Let me put headphones
So
on
no, no,
just
no, no.
for
That
this.
was mine. That was mine because I have to whew, I have to put the calls on I have to stop the calls from coming in because they changed the service. I forgot and they allow call waiting now. So that was on my end. So KD, say that last part again.
Okay, I was going to say that I'm young and I'm 19. My birthday is actually today, and so
Hey, you know what? Hold on. We have got to let's what music should we put on for this? Should we do some Caribbean or some trap music? Which one do you want to hear, KD, for your birthday? Come
I'm
on.
Haitian, so Caribbean.
Hey, all right. Well, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hey. Happy birthday, KD. Happy birthday, girl. Hey. I don't know what type of dances they do in Haiti, but if you could get up and give a little wine real quick. Happy birthday, 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 KD. Happy birthday, girl. Welcome to Sweet 19. Hey! All right, all right, all right. Okay, okay, all right. Happy birthday, my girl. Happy birthday, happy birthday. All
Thank
right.
you. But I don't want to keep you on the line or other people, but I'll answer it quick. Since I'm 19, I would say usually the men that say that are usually men who are like 30 plus, trying to go for young girls.
Mm,
That's what I notice. It's usually the older black men who try to get my number. And every time I tell
mm.
them no, etc., because they're too young for me or it's kind of creepy, they always be like, "Oh, that's why you single." They're like, "Oh, you're not all that anyways." And then they're like, "No guy would want you either. You should be happy guys want you." And it's like, what's the point? That's
Wow.
really petty to say. I
Are
never
you
hear good like a good guy, whether it's a good black man or other men say that stuff. Um, Even if you reject
wow.
them.
That's so interesting. So grown men are trying to get with you. And when you're like, no, you're too old for me, they're like, that's why you're single. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I would like to say to answer the question. And since I don't want to hold people on the line, yeah, I just want to answer real quick, Tanya. But thank you so much for
Thank you
letting
and
me
happy
share.
birthday, my girl. Happy birthday. Have a great
Thank
rest of your
you.
day.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate your feedback.
Thank you. Bye,
Or
Tanya.
all right. So she said it there. She said it. It's older men who are trying to get with a person who just got out of high school, 30 plus year old men who are trying to get with her while she got her book bag on or her first little starter purse and her lip gloss. Wow. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Tanya. And this is Felila. I'm calling from Maryland.
Hi, Felila. Welcome on the line. Welcome.
This is
So,
my first
talk to
time
us.
calling you on live.
Wow. Well, you know what? Welcome into the call. So,
Thank
you,
you.
so you, so you're going to answer the question. What type of men have you heard making this statement?
I swear, like your description on what you read is exactly what it is. Um, so I've experienced those type of statements so many times to a point where like I'm so new to it.
Uh huh.
Because When I was 22, I first bought my home when I was 22 years old. I'm 38 right now, imagine.
Oh,
And
okay.
when I had people around, there was few guys that was like, "Oh my God, you have a job, you bought a home, you have a car, you're gonna run men away. How are they gonna marry you when you have all this stuff?"
What?
Yes. And
Wait,
I'm like,
that's going to run. Hold on. So forget you living your
yes,
life and doing what you need to do as a
yes,
responsible adult. You're going to quote
yes,
unquote run men away.
yes, correct, correct.
Wow.
And
So,
instead of like having
mm-hmm.
that, like stake with me, be like, I'm worried. No,
Yeah.
because I've been in a relationship where it was like so shitty, and it's like it's not worth it. Why am I doing this? Why am I working so hard, and you expect me to be taking care of you? That's not what I'm out. What I'm about. You understand?
Wow. Yeah.
So if you can't keep up with my frequency, then you need to leave. You don't have
Wow.
to be around.
Exactly. Exactly. So
And
tell us
so
in your
mhm,
description the profile of the person who is making those type of statements.
you see them, and then when I mean like majority of them are black, and I'm not talking about like black Americans,
Mm.
alone, even Africans
Really?
are also, yes. And I'm African, and I'm around them all the time, and I see it. Their priority is mainly looking good, wearing flashy things so they can go and pick up women or so on. You see them with jewelry, with, just so expensive thing, but they live in apartment. They live in apartment. They can't even pay their rent.
Oh no. Oh
Yes,
no.
I'm I'm
So,
I'm I'm coming out. Like exactly, this is what it is.
so African men are saying this too. You know what? It's
Yes,
funny because I have seen African men on my posts making statements like that. How
yes,
interesting. How
yes.
interesting.
And it is a way of them trying to control you, and so that way you be like, oh well, I don't have anywhere to go. Well, let me just stick with him. Let me just try. At least I have a man. No,
Yeah. Wow, but it's never the ones you actually really want to keep. What are some
there
statements
are
that
a
you've
lot of women. There
Mhm.
are a lot of African women that are working so hard, providing providing to their men. I swear, Tanya. And when
Really?
I see it, like, yes, when I see it, it's hurtful. It's like you want to say something, but then at the same time, you feel like they're gonna attack you and so on. Yeah, there are African women that work two, three jobs.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I need to understand this. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. I need to understand what you're saying. You're saying that there are African women who are working two and three jobs and her man is doing what?
Nothing,
So
nothing. But the highest you find them, maybe like let's say they have like, one job, maybe like a security job, and that's it. But majority of the time, you the one, a woman is the one that's providing.
wait, because you know what? There's so many women who are like, oh, the ladies from the motherland got it made. That the
Hell
men are such
no,
so
hell
hard work.
no.
Wait, which country are we talking about?
I'm talking about all
Okay, which country have you seen this in?
Nigerian, Senegalese, um, Sierra Leonean. Those are usually number one. Women work
Wow.
like dogs, and their main thing is about keeping men, and their men treat them like shit.
Wow, this is stunning. You know what you have, Falila, you have widened my eyes this morning because
I hear you. Tanya. I'm one of the knockouts, but I hear. But it's so hard for me to get on the air. Like I hear what you say, and I resonate with a lot of those things that that you bring up, like the topic wise. And I'm like, no, a lot of people are going through it, especially women. Like, let's not let's not put Africans like on top like they are doing more than what they're supposed to do. No, they're
right.
not. They are
Right. So
not.
you're saying that there are bums in every area
Yes,
code.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
You know what? I'm stunned this morning. It's really it's very interesting because I remember I remember when it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was driving on the highway and there was this woman, this bajita little, like she was like Latin American, Central American, like the native woman, and she was selling like sliced mango in the middle of the road, right? And I was like, and there were like
Hmm.
cars driving past and stuff like that, and I was like, this woman is in the middle of the street selling things. And I remember when I was in
That doesn't puzzle me. Like see that all the time. Like a woman be on the middle of the street. And let's not even talk about here. We people talk about African women have it all. No, go to Africa and see how African women live or what they go through.
mm,
What they go through.
yeah.
Like I visit Africa all the time. Like the last 2 years I was in Africa maybe like 6 7 times, and like what I see like is like, wait, you have a woman that's going to the market to go sell things, carry things on their head, they have a child, a toddler, and they're pregnant,
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
around up and down. And when they get home, they'll see their husband around in the neighborhood, cannot even offer, oh, welcome home, my wife, let me relieve this load off you. No, the first thing they be like, why you late?
Late for what?
Where's my food? Like late for food for dinner, because
Wait a
she got to
minute.
prepare food.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me understand what you're saying. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. She's in the market with the basket on her head, a baby strapped to her back in that hot ass African sun.
And she pregnant.
Wait, not pregnant too. Not pregnant as well. And then
Tanya,
she hold on. Then she come home.
Tanya, I swear, I swear, if anyone wants to be honest about this whole thing, they'll come up and they'll tell you that they have seen it.
And then she gets
They have seen
home.
it.
She unwraps the baby from her back. She probably had to go run pee because there's another baby pushing on her bladder.
Mhm.
And the man is there, not rubbing her feet,
First of all,
not with a pot
let's
of
talk
fufu
about
already
relieving the
cooking.
load off her head first.
Oh, wait, she
From
still got the
out there.
basket on her head?
Yes, she's still carrying, like the left of whatever she did sell, on her head. But you see, the husband is like right there talking to her, talking to his friends and things like that. Your wife come carrying your son in the back and pregnant and still carrying the load. You can't even say, let me relieve the load off you, or let me ease, the toddler out off your back. But the only thing you're gonna say is, why you late and where's my food?
Oh no, 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 no.
Yes, thank you.
They're gonna have some problems in Africa soon too. Tell me, I need you to be specific because Africa is an entire continent. Which country have you personally seen this in?
I've seen it in Nigeria. I've seen it in Togo.
Okay.
I've seen
So
it. And I know it's not only those. I'm talking about what I've seen with my own eyes.
So then in these situations, are the men working and they finish their job early?
No,
Hold on,
that's
hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
No, 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 because men understand. I need to understand plainly. The man is not working and he was home in the yard or in the neighborhood all day talking with friends and she's out working. And then what happens after he says this to her?
Nothing. She go in the house and she do what she gotta do.
Do what she got to do, like what? Go pick up a machete? When you say do what she got to do,
No, go make him a meal to eat.
hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. No.
Okay.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wow. Why is she doing this?
They talk about, like, when you talk about the culture, and when we talk um about having men in our life, like,
Yeah.
people, women think that is a necessity. You understand? Like, it's like, how do I say it? I'm not saying that it's not okay to have a companionship or to have a man. Yeah, you need that, but at the same time, it's like you can't stay in a place or be with someone that treats you like shit, or someone that drains your energy. Just seeing it is very tiring to me.
Of course. You know
It's
what?
tiring
This
to me.
I have had you are opening my eyes and I see the people in the comments. One woman says she's in Ghana and she sees it too.
Yes,
I
and also in Ghana, because I visit Ghana every time I go there.
Well, you
I
sound
was
like a
just in Ghana in
businesswoman.
July.
You've been to more countries in Africa than me. Wow. Well, I guess you are a businesswoman. You said you bought your first house at 22, so you making moves.
That's why
Wow.
I want to say to women, like, don't think and don't sit and depend on men. Like, you can do it. You can do it. If they're not going to come in and add value to your life, make it easier for you, do it yourself. You don't need them coming draining you, draining your energy. That's the reason why we get sick. That's the reason why we get old.
Yes.
We look old.
Yes.
Like,
Looking a
we
dried
really
out
look
mess.
old, look obese, look a mess. You can't even keep yourself up because nah, nah.
Wow.
I've been there. I've been there, but I had to wake up. I'm sorry,
When you say you've
because it
been there, you
wasn't.
lived that life yourself?
Yes, I've been there. I've been there. I
You've been
grew
there
up
with the
without having
basket
a.
on your
I
head?
I grew up. I No. What I mean is, I grew up without having a father figure in my life. So when a man come in my life, I feel like I definitely like need him. You understand? So kind of like searching for a father figure. But I have to realize that it wasn't doing me any good. And I have to accept that, it's not everybody that's fortunate to have a father in their lives.
So first of all, which country are you from?
I'm from Togo.
So you're from Togo. Where was your father?
My father was not around. My father left my mom when I was very little, like little, maybe like 3 years old or so.
Where did he go?
He went and found another life to live and made other family.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So your father married your mother or they weren't married?
No, and they married, but he left.
And so he didn't have to pay a bride price when they got married? None of that?
He he paid a bride price. It's completely different how marriage worked back then. So like, you can always come back and tell um, the parents of the bride that you're no longer interested, and then pay them the bride price back. As long as they accept, then it's fine.
So, how many children did he create before he left?
Before he left, no, it was just me at the time.
So, he married your mother, paid the
Now
bride price.
he have like 6 children.
Then, after about 3 years, he left and went
Yes,
to go live his life and left
he
your
left.
mother
Yep.
there in Togo by herself
Yes.
with a child that she had to then
Yes.
care for in the Togo economy.
Correct.
What did your mother do? Did she have to go out there and, put the basket on her head and go
Yeah,
sell
we
items in the
she
market?
did that. She did that. You do whatever you have to do to survive. You understand? And especially back in the day where like education wasn't so solely for women, like encourage. So that's all.
Wow, I'm stunned. I just I did not know. This is the first time that I'm hearing this profile. I did not know. I had a different perception of the way that things are because I'm an outsider. And from the outside looking in, there are certain things that I see, but I have never seen that and I did not know.
Yes.
You know what? Thank you so much for sharing your story with us here today. This was important to hear.
Thank you,
This was
Tanya.
important to hear. And then so somebody is saying that they heard this is why they were told never marry an African man. This is, I don't think that that's funny. I think that we have to avoid sweeping statements. And I think that this exemplifies even more so that it's not the country where the person is from,
It's
it's not the
not. It's
continent,
not.
it's the
Mm-mm.
continents. What is going on
Yeah.
inside of him as an individual? What is going on with him as a human being? Because I'm learning that there are bums and deadbeats everywhere, and that there are
Yeah.
men who abandon their children everywhere. I would have never thought that an African man would abandon his children. I thought I had a
Yeah.
different perception altogether.
Yeah, there's more to it, Tanya, but I can't talk so much on live.
I feel
But
you. Well, you know
whenever you
what?
get on
Thank
the
you.
Zoom, you can share.
Well, are you a part of the text notification squad?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So then listen, behind the scenes, next time we meet up, we can talk. Thank you so much, Falani, for calling in.
All right, Tanya. Have a good
Oh,
morning.
all right. Good morning.
Mm.
Wow. Wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Phone lines are open. That right there just floored me. That really pushed me back in my seat because I would never have thought that. So there are dusty African men on my post who are also making these statements because they know that they are the same bum ass nakers from the motherland, a motherland naker who is sitting around, a naker and a taker, taking from a woman with a baby on her back, and he done injected another one into her belly as she's carrying around the weight of a toddler. Oh my God, all day in the hot ass Togo sun? You must be mad. Listen, phone lines are open 323-488-3149. I see an apple has come in while we're waiting for the next call. Let me just go ahead and grab this apple. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, all right. Tony has sent $1 and says, better hug themselves and sing. Wait, no one in the world? I don't know what we're talking about right now. Because you know what? Sometimes people are watching of the last video and are sending in apples at this moment. So who would hug themselves and talk about no one in the world? All right. Well, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Phone lines are open 323-488-3149. And we are talking about the profile of a person who tries to shame a woman for being single. What does that man look like? What does he sound like? How does he behave? Is it ever husband material who is saying this? Is it ever? You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Gay Lamar.
Your name is Gayla?
Gay Lamar.
Gaylamar. Okay, welcome in, Gaylamar. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
All right, so we got North Carolina in the house. So Gaylamar, talk to us. What is the profile of a person that you have seen throughout your life trying to shame women for not having a man or being single?
They're man, and it seems like they're getting younger and younger and worse and worse. They have this thing that they do now where they look at your profile. They go to profiling you to see what you have and how many kids you have to see can they take care of you. And then when you turn them down, oh, you toxicated. Oh, you ain't gonna have nobody because you think you all of that. You think you better, man. I done ran into some crazy men the last couple of weeks, and I shut them down. They get mad and send me all type of texts. But it seems like they all have this same thinking pattern. They feel like they're a gift to God. Women's gift, God gives to women. That's just not how it goes.
Wow. So you're saying that they go to your profile, they start looking at
They
how
check
many.
out your page to see what you wearing, what you got if you traveling, and then they go to saying, "Oh, can you send me $50 for this? I need a bill paid." And I X them out the box. I tell them, "No, I'm not helping you." And they be good looking men, and then they'll Photoshop you different stuff and try to send you all that stuff. But sadly, it's so many women that fall for it. It's so many women that fall for it. Then they be giving up their savings and taking out loans for them. I'm not doing it. I don't want a man that bad. I be by myself first.
Wait, I'm confused. How did it go from DMing somebody to asking for money?
They do it. It happen. They go to. This is what they say. They'll be like, "Oh, I really like you, but my phone is going dead. It's going to be off soon. I got this personal problem." And I go to laugh, and I be like, laughing my ass off. Here we go. Or I need this. I ain't got no gas for my car. No, you still ain't got no gas for your car dealing with me. I'm not giving my money. I have 9 kids in my house. My sister passed away, and I have 7 of my own. And I'm not losing nothing that I have for no man. If you can't get on your feet, they watch you with your car, see you go out of town, and think they finna be included. No, it's just not that. It's not working like that for me.
Hold the hell up. Hold the hell up.
You heard
Wait,
me?
no, I
Yes.
didn't. Hold on. Help me understand. Help me understand. So they will see you going out of town on girls' trips and they like, oh yeah, this woman got money. So now I'm
Yes.
finna be getting flued out too.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I need this. I got one son. Then everybody, this another one. I'm a widower of 4 or 5 years. Everybody widowers. How all of y'all widowers? Y'all done sat out and talked to each other? Because all of them widowers. I got
Wait,
one son. He needs a mom. I need a mom too. My mama been dead. I got a son. I'm a widower. We been without the mom for this long. I see you with your kids on there. Can you help me with an Xbox game for my son? No, I can't.
wait, I'm so confused. How is this happening? What the hell is going on out here? And so tell
It
me
is.
give me the profile of these men. What do they look like? What are they wearing?
They be
How is their
fine as
hair?
hell. Fine, cut up, got tattoos, nice haircuts. Some of them have nice locks. Most of them are in the military. Can you believe that?
No. I thought military men had
Most of them be
money
in the
and
military.
insurance.
They be all in the military. You look at their profile, they with their military buddies, and it might just be lies. I believe they just be lying altogether. But most of them be in the military. They throw up their military profile.
This doesn't make any sense because military men make money unless they've been dishonorably discharged.
Hmm. They do it. They do it. They claim they be in the military. But from what I hear, because I live on Fort Bragg, I hear that most of them don't make money unless they're married. So I hear they make minimum
Oh,
wage.
really?
Yep, I
Wow.
hear military people make minimum rank. You have to rank up in order to make money. It goes by the years that you're in there.
So they got military dusties too?
Yep, yep.
But are you, but
Sorry,
hold on.
sorry.
How do we know that these are not fake pictures if you say they so
And that's what
fine?
I said. That's what I said. It might just be fake pictures. I said that too because you can Photoshop. Because a lot of the pictures look Photoshopped to me. It might not even be who they say they are. That's
Wait,
what
when you
I
say the
said.
photos look Photoshop, what are we talking about now?
They see in photos and they'll say they're a certain place, but you can see it in the background that they changed the background.
Dear,
It don't even look real.
what are you calling me up with this morning? You sound like you on my phone
The whole
playing
truth.
now.
Listen,
You sound
listen, Tanya. Now they got the
you
26-year-olds running up to you. How old are you? How many
no
kids you
you
got? Oh, you got some good stuff. You got 9 kids. You got some good stuff. Oh, I missed it. Then you look down, they got ankle monitors and they talking about they 26. So what a 41-year-old gonna do with a
please
26-year-old?
get off of my damn phone with this mess.
No, I wish I could. I gotta tell
Get
you this
out of
morning,
here.
honey, because God need to bless these poor men because they done lost their damn mind.
You sound
They don't.
like you are playing this morning. You didn't told me that they got photoshopped faces, heads cut out and put on
Yeah.
different people's bodies. And
Yes, they do. They do this. They do this. I'm telling you, I got some in my phone. They do this. I be laughing. It be so funny.
I,
Then they'll send you one picture, and then I ask one dude, I say, how come your profile picture different for what you sent me on here? And he said,
goodbye.
oh, I'm tired of women want me for my money. I said, I don't want your money. I don't need nothing from you. I just need you to stop talking to me. They
Leave
get
me
angry. When you
alone.
turn them down, they get angry.
Listen, I'm getting angry right now. Get off my phone, girl. I'll talk to you some other time. You have a great day, all right? Thanks for calling in.
You too.
All right. This is too much. I didn't listen. You all took me around the gamut today. Listen. Listen. This was too much. The phone lines are back open. Please. Somebody come save me. Somebody, please. Because next she's going to be saying that they accents didn't sound Southern. They sounded Nigerian. That was too much. That was too much. Okay. So come. Listen, listen. This doesn't make any, oh, Lord have mercy. All right. 323-488-3149. That was too much for me right there. That when you started talking about the Photoshop photos, that was too much. Today, what we are talking about is the profile of a person who is like, that's why you're single, you don't have a man. Some people are saying she's telling the truth. Some people are saying that can't be real. So I don't know. I don't know. Kai wants to know why we're live so early. You live here with us too. So we all here together in it together. Listen, I need to listen. Somebody save me. The phone lines are open 323-488-3149. I told you all the profile of a person that I have seen and witnessed throughout my life who's talking about that's why you single, you don't have no, Bertha can't keep no man. All of those type of sentences and statements I have never heard from a man who was worth keeping ever, ever. So, or listen, why you all not calling in? I need help right now. Somebody needs to call in and save me from this was too much. This was too much. All right. So Essence is saying she's speaking facts. It's real. Let's see. I just woke up for work. I'm cracking the F up. I even get the I'm glad your husband got away from you. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. If a man asks you for money, immediately ghost them. Listen, this whole world is damaged. Can we see his messages to you? Can I call you again? 323-488-3149 is the telephone number. Oh, we got the wrong title up on the screen. All right. You are
Asking for
live on
money
the
immediately.
air
Both
with
of them.
Tanya TKO. What's your
Listen,
name and where you calling from?
this whole world is
Turn down the
gathering.
thing in the background, babe.
Can we see his
Hold up.
messages to
Yeah,
you?
you're on the phone.
Can I
Can't you hear me
call
talking
you
to you through the
again?
phone?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sorry. It's my first time calling you. So I didn't know I was going to get the line. I apologize.
Okay, yes. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm C, and I'm currently in New York, but I reside in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So your name is C.
Yes.
And you say you're from New York, but I hear another accent.
No, there's another accent. I said I am currently in New York. I live in Atlanta, but I was actually born in Montreal.
Okay, okay. So talk to us. So today we're talking about the profile of a player, the type of man who is saying that's why you're single. So talk to us, C.
Well, the thing is that in my experience, a lot of them have absolutely nothing going on. They try
Mm-hmm.
to portray that they do. They are actually easily intimidated. The minute that they face a challenge, they don't necessarily know how to react to it. The minute that they find that you're either cultured, educated, well traveled, and they are not on this particular path, they don't really quite know what to do. And I haven't had some of the experiences. The lady that called before, she just killed me with what she relayed. I haven't had those kind of experiences with people flat out asking me for anything. However, I recently came to a realization that um, many men that you talk to that don't have the same situation, for instance, you own a home or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
they keep on asking you, even though you tell them that you're in the same city, so you still live in the same place. And this is basically a proof that they have this apartment mindset, because if you're in a house, you're not moving any other day, you're not moving every month, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have longevity in your place of residence. And
Okay.
you hear those people asking you those questions, which absolutely demonstrate that they do not live that particular lifestyle.
So what are they asking?
Oh, are you still in the same place? Constantly, as if you have shelter that is temporary and you're supposed to be moving from place to place. They want to
Wow.
compare. Yes. Even though you're not asking them for what they have, they keep on inquiring and inquiring for what you have, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Oh,
Wow. Sorry. No. There was another call that was coming in. I forgot
okay.
to send them to voicemail. So I had to just hang up decline the call. But yeah, so, and where have you seen this going on? Is this going on in Montreal,
I
Atlanta, or New
No, no,
York?
no, no, no. It's mostly Atlanta. A lot of my dating life has been in Atlanta, and unfortunately, if we have to inject race into it, the commentary from black men versus other men is completely different.
In what
That
way?
player behavior, that you don't get those questions. Like when you meet a man, a man of another race, especially from a certain caliber, he welcomes your education. He welcomes the fact that you live in a great neighborhood. Welcomes the fact that you're very well traveled. Whereas some of the others, they see it somewhat as a challenge more
Really?
than
Hold on. I'm
anything.
sorry.
And
The dust from these calls have been too much. I have to hold on. I have to blow my nose. Give me a moment.
no problem.
I'm sorry. It's too much. Oh,
No, it's really sad. It's a very sad state of affair. And right now I love the fact that a lot of women are discussing this particular element of men feeling like they don't want to date a woman who has a home. Okay, well, that's the best decision that you will ever make, because you will never attain wealth. So continue
yeah.
doing that. Continue doing that, because I encourage every woman, the first chance you get, buy it, because you're gonna see your personal like wealth and your savings increase systematically, especially if you have made the right decision. You have chosen a neighborhood where you get great appreciation. You stay on track. Don't overshoot. Do what is within your budget, but and continue investing consistently and attain that financial freedom. And if they're intimidated by that, leave it, because let me tell you, there is a lot of peace to be alone versus dealing with this amount of, first of all, nastiness, and it weighs. I see a lot of women who are in relationship, and I don't see much joy on their faces, and they
Wow.
feel as if they have a ball and chain. I see also some very successful marriages, because I am surrounded by a lot of successful marriages. They didn't come easily. They had to do a whole lot of work. But when you're married and
Right.
you also don't, yes, so me people saying, oh, well, that's why you're single. Like a man who says that to me and he has absolutely no leg to stand on. It's no loss for me. It
Wow. So
it
you
will
know what it
never.
sounds like is that so many of these men, that a tactic for getting relationships is shaming women
Yes.
into staying in terrible relationships because a single woman is a threat to their survival. Ooh, child, I
This
done
this
had
is
another
this is this.
epiphany.
Oh no, this is so well said. And I don't want to tie up your line, because I know, even though it's early, I will tell you a little story. I remember I met a man. I met him in person, not online or anything like that, and he was very very interested in dating me. I am
Mm-hmm.
very particular. My place is my sanctuary. I don't allow just any man to come in my house. I am
Right.
not the type of woman who needs to show a man what I have either, but and I'm very very protective of my place. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember he invited me on a date. I show up, cars, no comparison between the type of car I have and the type of car he has. I see
Mm.
nothing. I just go on, enjoy my meal with him. He's an interesting person so far. He
Mm-hmm.
invites me, we keep on talking. He invites me on other activities. And at one point, he invites me to his place. And
Okay.
then I come over there. He's in a one-bedroom apartment. I say nothing. Then he keeps on insisting. He says, "Oh, when are you going to invite me to your place?" I say, "When I'm going to be ready." Then he says, "Well,
Okay.
this is I." Oh God, he says, "There is this thing about women in Atlanta. You see them. They have bags, they have shoes. They're wearing Louboutins and things like that." He didn't say Louboutin because he couldn't say it, and they're sleeping on somebody's couch. And I said, "That's very interesting commentary that you would say that. I wonder why." And I said, "What if they're sleeping on somebody's couch? If they have a hard time and somebody's helping them recovering, it's not a big deal."
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I get to the point where I'm finally ready to invite him. I invite him over. He comes to my place. I offer him something to drink. He declines. Then he's looking around and he says, "You have a very nice place.
Okay.
I've been thinking of buying something. What does something like that go for?" I said, "Feel free to consult Zillow. There may be some houses like mine in my subdivision that are currently available. And if you're that interested, you will book an
Yeah.
appointment to be able to buy something." I didn't tell him any detail.
Right.
You know, you know that I never heard from him after.
I don't
Yes.
understand.
Yeah, because he did not, and I'm not, and those type of stories are hard to tell, because that's really, I was raised never to discuss certain things. And you don't discuss money, you don't discuss how much you pay for certain things. And you invite somebody graciously in your home, and what they do is size up your home instead of feeling like a guest or anything like that, just because what they were hoping is that you would be in a state that they would be able to put you down. I feel that that's
Oh,
what happened.
wow. So,
Yeah.
how long did the relationship last before he came to your home?
Yeah. perhaps 2 months before I allowed them to
So
come
for
over.
2 months, he was like, "Oh, I want to see where you live. I want to see where you live." Some women are living
Hmm.
on their couches. Then he
Yeah.
comes to your home and he's like looking around in awe. And he's like, "Oh, I'm thinking of buying something." You tell him to go to
Hmm.
Zillow and see how much what they're going for. And then you never heard from him again.
No.
Wow. So you think he felt intimidated?
Oh, I don't want to say that, but the thing is that to me, it's absolutely déclassé to ask somebody how much they pay for their house. It's très bad. I'm trying to find a way to say it. It's oh, I don't know. To me, it was extremely off-putting, and I found it funny. I said, if you want to buy something like that, yeah, they have similar houses on Zillow. Do your research, start your process. I'm not going to tell you anything.
Wow. So
Yes,
so you said he was in a one bedroom.
yes, apartment. I said nothing.
Wow.
He invited me to his house. It was a nice little apartment. I said nothing. I came. I was very gracious. I said nothing. I
Right.
didn't put it down. Didn't put him down. When he was making all those comments, I never said, "Well, you live in a one bedroom." I never said anything like that.
Wow. So wow, wow, wow. So he must have felt like he just really couldn't add up. It was so weird. Maybe he was looking for somebody who had much less so that he could get in where he fits in. That is, and
Well,
how old was he compared to you? Was he younger or older than you?
at the time, I think we were about the same age. I
Oh,
haven't
wow.
retained as much detail about this
Yeah,
guy
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. I feel you.
it's yeah, it was a lot of ridiculousness. I could see it at first, even with a little traveling situation, but then um, much more of his discomfort transpired when we got
Yeah.
to the house stuff. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
got you. I got you. Wow. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for calling in. I want you, since I know you speak French, why don't you say,
Yes.
okay, goodbye, everyone. Have a great and beautiful day.
Au revoir tout le monde. Premièrement, merci beaucoup et je souhaite une bonne journée à, à tous les membres de Sintonia TKO.
Hold on. That sounded like more than just have a good day. That is so funny. All right. Au revoir, sister. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, keep up the good work. You take good care.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, oh
Bye bye.
wow, oh wow. That was something else. Whew. And I saw Gay Lamar in the comments talking about I didn't let her finish. Girl, by the time you got to ankle monitors and Photoshop photos, I was finished. I couldn't take no more of that. I couldn't take no more. Yeah, I couldn't take no more. I was finished. After you said that, I was finished. I was finished after that. It was too much. It was too much. And okay, hold on. A call is coming in. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Tanya. This is Felicia. I'm from Lake Wally, South Carolina. How are you?
Hey, Felicia from South Carolina. Welcome on the line. So it's the
Thank
profile of a
you.
player. We're talking about men who are like, that's why you're single. We're describing what they look like, what they got, what they sound like, how they behave.
Yeah. So the profile of a player, these men that's out here who have an issue with women having things and traveling and living their best life.
No, that's
These
not what we're
men are
talking about. That's not what we're talking about. That's not we went off onto a tangent on some of the last calls,
okay.
but we're talking about the men who are like, that's why you're single. That's why you don't have a man. What do those men look like?
Well, those are the men who sexual. Those are the men who are sexless. They're not able to get women. They're trifling. They living on their mama's couch. They
Really?
hobosexuals. They're all of that.
Really? Really? Really?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So what type of clothes do they wear? How are they wearing their hair?
Well, I think that it ranges. They can be men who, I've met men who, or know men who, they are employed. They may be employed, middle class or whatever, but in terms of the quality of a man, they're not really trying to be a good man to a woman. They're just, they think that a woman needs to be a provider and still be out there working every day and doing 50-50. And oftentimes women are not even doing 50-50. They doing more like 80-20 because these men don't even want to have second jobs and stuff. I mean, I heard a lot of ladies calling about, women working extra overtime and stuff. And a lot of times these men just want to hold a regular 9 to 5 and don't do nothing else with their time. They want to be preoccupied with other things such as sex. And
Wow.
unfortunately, the woman's out here scraping and rubbing their knees to try to, to maintain their household. So these people
Wow.
they're not necessarily people that, nothing I want. I know that. I mean, if a man told me, any man that's telling me that, like, I can't keep a man or anything like that, I'm not trying to keep a man who don't want to be kept.
Right, right, right,
I
right, right,
have no
right.
desire for that.
Okay. So I'm gonna open the floor for you because you sound like you wanted to talk about men who are intimidated by women who have money. So I'll open the floor for you to have 2.5 minutes to discuss that topic.
Okay, well, Tanya, the issue is that there are a lot of men who are highly intimidated by any woman who is about their just their self care, their being self sufficient. And again, self sufficiency doesn't mean that they don't want a man. They just saying, hey, I want a certain caliber of man who can be able to complement my quality of life. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
men ain't trying to do that, and it's sad because what's the purpose of women trying to enhance themselves, be better people and better women, and men don't want to level up in that capacity? A lot of them are
Mm.
just okay with just the bare minimum and the basics, and they want women to be there, and that's so unfair. Now, I give you a perfect example. I talked to a gentleman online, and just kind of dating, and he had the most vapid mindset about women. And my thing is, like, how are you out here in the dating scene and you think so poorly about women? I mean, me personally, that was such a turnoff. And I let him know, like, you know, this is something I can't get past because your mindset about women is constantly going to be a barrier. I'm not here to change your mind about how women are. My job is to present myself exactly for who I am, and then it's either you love it or you don't, right? But in his mind, he had all these negative stereotypes about women, and he's on a dating scene. And so I would say to any woman, when you start meeting these men and they're trying to tear women down, have so much negative connotation to say about black women and who they are and if they hoes and their body count and all this other craziness, leave their asses alone. Period.
Mm. Wow. You know what? You spoke a word this morning. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for shedding light. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you, Tanya. I love you. I spoke to you several times, so I love calling in. I'm so happy I got through. Thank
I'm
you.
happy you
Have
got
a
through
good day.
too. Love you as well. All right, bye-bye. Wow, you know what? These calls have been enlightening. I'll probably take one or two more because I feel the tiredness coming back and I feel like it's early enough for me to be able to catch a nap until 9 a.m. and then get up and work out. Whew, my goodness. All right, all right. Some people are saying I didn't let Gay finish. How much more? How much more did she need to say? You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Tanya. My name is Tiffany. I'm calling from Maryland.
Hi, Tiffany from Maryland. Okay, so we're talking about the profile of the type of person who makes the statement, that's why you're single.
Well, I feel like the men that make these statements are feminine men. I'm going to give you an example, okay? And it
Okay.
could be anybody. They could be like married men. Uh, 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 there's a YouTuber. I'm not gonna mention his name.
Thank you.
He goes live with his wife, and he always, and what I've noticed, he always says that's why she ain't got a man. And
Really?
yeah, and I'm almost like, and he's always talking about Kenya Moore from uh, Housewives of Atlanta, and he
Yeah.
always makes mention of that, like that's why she ain't got a man. And he does a commentary with his wife and things like that, but he comes across really like a feminine, like a man that's in women's business and things like that, like gossipy kind of men that want to, come down and, you know, uh, talk about someone's like really nitty gritty stuff.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off while you're expressing. I just need to understand. I don't watch the Real Housewives, but I saw a clip because when I was young, Kenya Moore on Maxim magazine, her body type was gold back then, right?
yeah, yeah,
But from the clip that I saw, she had a baby later in life with a man who she has been helping to try to be successful, and the man had been cheating on her, and after enough emotional abuse, she finally left him. Am I understanding what happened correctly?
yes, that is correct. And she was older when she had her baby. Um, Kenya Moore is very beautiful, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any trouble like getting men, but I guess she comes across as a person that's really like protective of herself, and
Mm-hmm.
she takes very good care of herself. She's successful, and that could be intimidating for some people. And for him, whenever like, for some reason he didn't like her, he would always make reference of that, like, yeah, you have all this stuff, but you ain't got a man.
That's so weird. I'm stunned by that because I'm like, what was she supposed to do? The guy was
Yeah,
terrible, and she's a mother now. She had to look out for her baby. Like, what was she supposed to
right.
do? Was she supposed to just hold on to this
just,
cactus as it's stabbing into her?
just she's supposed to endure all the stripes and the hard times and things like that. Like she deserves it.
So this is one thing that I want to understand, and maybe you can help me answer this. Are they saying that you should choose a good man, and that if you don't choose one and he leaves, that's why you're single because you didn't choose a good
It's your
man?
fault.
Or are they
It's your.
saying that you should hold on to a bad man just to say you have one?
It sounds like if there's a good man, he leaves. It's your fault, or if there's something wrong with you. And if there's a man in your life, he's causing you hard times. It's like you should still accept it anyhow. It's like if you're alone, it's like if you're alone, it's like a scarlet letter or something like that. There's something going on with you. That's why you don't have anybody, you know.
Wow, you know what?
And
I
and it's,
really
and it's
didn't
and I
know
feel
that
like it's a
married men
I
were
feel like
making
it's
these statements. I've never heard a married man make these statements, but you're saying
yeah,
that you
yeah.
have
He
seen
he
married
always
men.
says
Uh-huh.
he always says that. I don't know, like people might know who I'm talking about, who watches like housewife commentary. Um, yeah,
Wait,
it's like
he's
a
doing
husband and
he's
wife.
doing the Real Housewives commentary?
Yeah, yeah, he's in the Real Housewives commentary. He's always he's in the Housewives, not just the Housewives of
Oh my God.
Atlanta.
Does his wife seem happy?
She laughs. She laughs at it. She thinks it's funny.
Does she seem
She
happy
never
with
texts him.
him? Does she seem disempowered? Is she a pick me?
She seems like it seems like he he seems like he's kind of like in the back seat, you know,
Wow.
because it's her show. He comes on there. He does a little commentary, helping her out and stuff like that. But
Helping her. Talk about the
yeah, but you
Real
know what? But I feel
Housewives.
like a lot of
That's why she ain't
those
got no
talks.
man.
That's why he
Mm.
ain't got no man. But a lot of
Wow.
those talks come from women. A lot of those
Oh,
talks
the
come from women putting down
mm-hmm.
other women, and I feel like some of these men they pick up those talks like, okay, well, if I want to put someone down, I'm going to use these talks. I feel like it's a lot of those talks that they take from women, from gossiping and like that's why she ain't got no man, you know.
Oh. So it's rooted in hatred of women. It's rooted
Yes,
in
from
misogyny.
other women.
So you think that women started this trend of saying that's why she doesn't have a man? I doubt that.
I feel like it's rooted from that, and then some other men that pick this up. Like if you what do you want to really want to insult somebody, I'm going to use that.
Yeah, I doubt if because we come from patriarchal societies where girls have been traded off in exchange from marriage and money and all types of stuff for
Right.
thousands of years. And so I believe that the worth of a girl being tied to a man, I do not believe that that started with women. I
Well,
believe that mhm.
you're absolutely right. But like in our society and our like in like the black culture, um, that is like an insult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And people keep saying that. So listen, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you
Thank you
stopping
so
by.
much,
Thank
Tanya,
you.
and I'm so glad you went on early today. You made my morning.
All right. Well, thank you. We're glad that we made your morning. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right. I'm going to take one more phone call and then I'm going to go try to lay down for an hour before I have to start my day. Um Question, do white men not say this? Do white men not say that's why you don't have a man? I Cuz people are saying that this is cultural that they hear black men saying this, but do white men not say this? I'm sure Latinos say this, right? I wonder if Native Americans have these type of ideas. Do Asian men say stuff like this? Do Indian men or people from East Asia or West Asia, do they say things like that? I'm curious now. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, I'm Keisha calling from Atlanta.
Hi, Keisha from Atlanta. Talk to us. All right.
Hi.
So the profile of a
Um,
person who says stuff like that's why you're single.
the profile of a person that says those type of things are they're often handsome men. I'm not gonna front, you know,
Handsome.
between yeah, like mm, you, meaning a handsome man. I don't know. They're not they're what society would consider a handsome man. He's over 6 foot. He's good looking. His beard connects. You know, just uh, basically handsome. You get what I'm saying? They
Okay.
look decent. Um, they dress decent. I've dated men who have dressed from the hip hop culture, meaning they're wearing Jordans and slim cut jeans and t-shirts, to men who wear like those African suits. I call them hoochie daddy shorts,
Mm,
the shorts with the button down shirt and the matching fedora. All of them have this
really?
all of them have this feeling almost like, and I actually asked a man that I was dating, do you care about what my intelligence level? And he said it depends on what it's about. And a lot of them give that off. So pretty much they only want you to know what they need you to know. They don't want to feel like you're smarter than them. You know what I mean? I often have found myself in a predicament where I'm like, if I say this, he's going to get pissed off because I know I'm right. You know what I mean? Like he's going so hard about the being incorrect about something. A lot of those men are like that, you know?
I'm just so confused because I have never personally seen a handsome man say something like that. But you're saying that it's the pretty boys that society thinks are handsome with muscles and
Mhm.
over 6 feet who are worried about whether or not a woman has a man. Why do you think he's saying that type of thing?
Because he's inadequate. So in order to to build himself up, right? He puts it down to the basics. You don't have a man. Pretty much, they're like, you don't have a male by your side. It doesn't matter what type of man, whatever it is, no matter what your accomplishments are, you don't have a man, and that's your problem. But really, what they're saying is, you're not willing to take my BS and or the BS of other men that you've been with. So this is why you're not gonna succeed and have a man. I feel like that's what they say. They
But
can't be serious
why do you think a handsome man would be concerned with whether or not a woman has a man?
because they feel like they should have you. They always feel like they should have you. It's very similar to men with money. So okay, and I know I'm being very stereotypical, but this has been my life experience. Men who are less attractive usually have more money, right? Those
Okay.
men let their money talk for them. So they don't even bother put any personality, much conversation. They money speaks. So you do what they money tell you to do, right?
Okay.
The handsome men, they feel that just look at me, you know, I am Zeus, you know, like I am a god, I'm handsome. You should want me. You should grovel for me. And if you're not, something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. And look at all these other handsome men. Look at all these other men. One thing that a man used to get me with was being handsome, and a lot of people would like lean on the fact that they were good looking. And I'm like, do you hear the story?
I'm sorry. While you were
I
talking,
don't know.
somebody had to get sent to the block party. I'm sorry, my dear. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Sorry about that. You know what?
no problem.
I've just I've never even contemplated that aspect of it. So you're saying that you have had men say this to you, and that it's the handsome ones that are saying this to you who are upset that they can't have you. So they're saying this as a way to try to manipulate you into putting up with BS.
Yes. My response over the years, by the time I was in my late 20s, early 30s, my response to people saying to men saying you can't keep a man. I said no, a man can't keep me yet. Why must I stay with these crazy? I have like a 2 year minimum. Like maximum. I mean, of the crap. I feel like that's way too long. But it's really like a man can't keep us. This is why we keep leaving. It's not we can't keep men. They can't keep us.
Wow, I cannot wrap my mind around this. This just goes to show that each woman has come across different profile of men that make this type of statement. Some women come across handsome men who say this. Other women come across Photoshop men who say this. some women some women come across African men who say this. But you're saying these men are appealing. They have desirable physical characteristics even if their pockets are on E. Physically they look desirable.
Yes.
Oh wow.
They believe that their looks should get them everything. Even so, I had a man who told me, "Look at me. Do you think why should I have to wear a condom with you? Look at me. You think do I look like I got something?" I said, "Yes. You're tall. You're handsome. Yes, you look like you got everything." Oh,
Wow. And
I
you wore a
also
condom, right?
really quick. Excuse me.
You wore a condom, right?
Yeah. Oh yes. 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 But
Wow.
I wanted to touch
But
on really quickly the first caller. The
hold
first
on.
caller talked about
I just wanted to state real quick for the record, right?
yes,
A man who is trying to coax you out of wearing a condom is a very risky man to even have protected intercourse with, because this is a man that doesn't value his own body and his own safety. And he has a pattern of wanting to run up into women raw, as well as not valuing STD tests. And he wants to use you as his human STD test so that if you get something, he knows that he has something. Yeah, just be very careful out there, because Any man who starts off talking about he shouldn't have to wear a condom, this is a red flag. Huge red flag. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. You have a few moments to wrap up the phone call.
Okay. The first caller brought up military men. I spent 7 years in the military. I've been in 4 different states, 2 different countries. We say there's a small military, right? Because you just could end up running into somebody somewhere. I think a lot of people don't realize that the military makes up the community statistics. And so, me and the majority of women that I made friends with were single mothers. Were made single mothers by military men we married. The statistic doesn't change. Like, I don't want women to think that this man is in the military and he got benefits and this, that. No, he does not. No, he doesn't. You know what I mean? It's the same type of dudes that are out in the streets that are in the military across the board. Like, it's to the point to where, like, I used to read the military newspapers. They'll come out and they have to post all of the police incidents just like local news. The amount of things that went on across the base that included men of all walks of life. I told my children, no way. I don't care that we on base. Come home before the street lights come on. Don't be in nobody's house. All this type of things because there's sex trafficking rings happening. Who's getting ard? Who's getting unalived? Like so, domestic violence, kidnapping. Sexual things of children. Like, just please
On a
do
military
not
base?
think that, yes, I read the paper everywhere I go. And the military have their own news. There's a military times and then there's a military newspaper for each branch. You can get the newspaper as long as you can get on base, right? And you can see
Mm-hmm.
all of the things that every time there's the CASA called for something charged, they will put it in the paper. So they don't put the people's name, but you can see on this block of this thing, these people are 2 blocks away. This man is caught being inappropriate with a child. This man was
Wow.
was beating his wife. This is a whole sex trafficking ring going on in base housing. So please don't think that the military is any different. If anything, start putting in your when you're looking up your stats, look up the military stats for said location as well, so that you can get also that subgroup of statistics and really start, so you could have a better picture because the military men ain't much better. It's mostly the women who have uplifted those households. Every time you see a military man, pay attention to the woman. Is the woman making the moves why they look like things are going so great? The man is usually on some BS.
Wow. That's very
Yes.
interesting. There's a debate going on about whether or not you and that man did have unprotected intercourse.
Oh, I could tell. No, we did not. At the time, I was in my mid 20s. I used to walk around with my own Ziploc bag of condoms. I had a
Okay.
quart-sized Ziploc bag of condoms, and we did not have unprotected. That day, he got vexed and left. I said, okay, fine. You don't have to do it. He left, came back after a couple of days, and then went into my bag of condoms and got one out. I
So
still
you
feel though I really
still
believe what you said. I don't think that I should have had sex with that man at all.
oh,
At
well, we live and
all.
we
I don't think
learn.
I think like from the time men start questioning wearing a condom, no. That's a no. Because you did that to somebody, like this is like you trying a thing. You know what I mean? You're gonna keep trying,
Yeah.
pressing until and then oh I don't never have condoms. Why? I'm a woman and I keep condoms.
And they say that I mean, I can tell that you're from New York. You're from Brooklyn?
Yes, ma'am.
You a Caribbean American from Brooklyn? Because people are saying your accent is
Trinidad.
switching up, but I'm from New York, so I hear it all the time.
Yeah, it comes and goes, depending on what is given, I guess, But yes, my family is originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow. Mm, mm, mm,
Yes,
mm, mm. This has given
but
me a
thank you so
lot
much
to
for
think
having.
about. Yeah, thank you for calling in. This last phone call is the phone call that blew my mind because I have never seen an appealing man say something like that. Never anybody
Yes.
who was appealing. I've never seen that. And I got to wrap my brain around this because I had an epiphany, but now this is counter to my epiphany. And some people are saying you're not telling the truth. Other people are saying you telling the truth. So I don't know what is going on. Why would a handsome man be out here in these streets? There's something off. It just seems like there's really no one profile. It just seems like there are a lot of different men out there who are attempting to shame women, whether these men are good looking,
Into
old,
being with,
young. Yeah.
yep,
It seems
into
like
being
they're,
with them because they use whatever it is they have to get what they want. So if it's the good looks, I'm my my own personal statistics have been good looks equal no money. So they lean on their looks. Also, the good looks usually come with good sex, or decent looks come with even better sex. And they lean on that sex, like thinking they don't have to give anything else. Right now, I've dated well-rounded men as well, and we just didn't click. Things were different in our lifetimes, but right now we're talking about this this profile of this type of guy.
yeah, very interesting.
The
Well, you know what? I'm
good-looking
glad
ones,
that you got a chance to call in and offer your perspective because there's still women in the comments whose minds are blown. I'm going to go
mm,
lay down, sip some water, and mind my business right now. Thank you so much
all
for
right.
calling in. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you,
thank you,
love.
thank you, thank you.
Bye.
Wow, this was so enlightening, ladies. Thank you. Wow, we went the whole gamut today. I'm so happy for you knockouts. Listen, thank you all so much for coming out. Please, please, please support my channel by sharing my videos, the videos that resonate with you. Comment on the videos because most people who watch don't comment. If you're on your TV watching, you can thumbs up the video from the TV. You just have to scroll down and let the little pop-up come in and thumbs up the video. I don't believe the ability to comment from the TV is available just yet. But when you get a chance and my video comes up on your phone, even if you just comment a thumbs up or a thanks or a hi there, whatever it is, the comments help the algorithm on these platforms. So it doesn't even have to be a tremendous comment. You can even just comment an emoji, and that helps the algorithm. So support the channel in that way. If you have $1.99 a month or $22 for the year, please support the channel by joining the text notification squad. Or if you're international, it's $50 for the year or $4.99 a month, and you get a text whenever I go live. You can send apples in while I'm live on air. Let me check and make sure that no apples have come in, or if any apples have come in since we've been. All right, so I think I got all of the apples. So if you send an apple while I'm off air, I'll just read it when I'm off air, and I'll send you back a heart emoji reaction that we're able to send back from Cash App. All right, so on that note, very interesting conversation this morning. Very interesting conversation. And thank you all so much for coming out and showing up on last night's broadcast. I am going to be chopping up those videos that I did last night because we reacted to about 20 videos last night. And so over the next week, I'm going to be posting up those short clips. And so on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Facebook and my YouTube, I'm going to be posting up those short clips. So make sure you support by thumbing up, liking, commenting, because that helps the algorithm and that sends it out to more people. The people on Facebook, let me tell you something. They say that the people on Facebook are toxic and they're the people from the swamp and the sludge and all of that. The people on Facebook who came out and showed up on that Kevin Samuels post, you all pushed my page into a new section of the algorithm where they started putting more expensive ads on my videos. The amount of money that I make from the videos that I put up has increased. Like it has increased trifold over this past week with you all commenting. So please know that commenting does make a difference. So thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for showing up in that way. I really appreciate it. So I will see you all. I will see you all in the next video. It is 8 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go lay back down and get an hour nap before I get up and then do my workout for today. Today I'm going to be doing yoga. And I'm glad that I got a chance to wake up this bright light and I'm sweating already. So that's good. And then I will see you all. Thank you. You all have blessed me so much with your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience. You know, it's like anecdotal evidence is not evidence. When you get a chance to meet and speak to different people from different cultures, backgrounds, customs, one of the things that I noticed is that our energy really does, we really have people show up in our lives that are attracted into our lives by our energy. This is why each woman who called in had a different profile for this type of man. And I'm not even saying that my energy, or because the type of men that I have seen saying that, I've witnessed as a little girl. And these types of men would be like talking, you know, grown folk talk. And I'd be looking at them and I would be like, because that's the type of talk they would talk in, you know, in front of the kids. And I would just be looking at them like something is off about this man. Look at his knuckles was a little dry. The big old ring was swinging on the side of his pinky. His pants were pleated. His socks were sheer and his shoes were white and his Kango was furry. And I was just like, I ain't like that don't look good. I wasn't interested in that. All right. I will see you all in the next video. I probably won't be going live until, you know what? I'm trying to do videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. I'm trying to come up with a schedule. But we did that long video last night and we did a video today. So I don't know. We'll see how it works out. There's no schedule just yet, but I am going to be posting up those clips. So I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself, what is the self-love lesson that you all learned from today's video? I want to see the self-love lesson. Come on. And then we're going to get out of here. You know, you always have to type your SLL. So come on, self-love lesson. Is Mufin acting up in the comments today? Mufin, my patience is very low this morning. Do not test me this morning, okay? Listen, Mufin, calm down. Calm down. Because while you over there telling other people that they can't call all of such people a certain thing, you're calling all of those people a certain thing. So keep your biscuits in the chair, okay? Keep your biscuits in the chair. Come on. SLL. Let's see the SLL. Type SLL and let's see the self-love lesson. Hey. 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 Self-love lesson, y'all. Come on. Let's see what you got. SLL, don't believe the lies. Knowledge is power. You're right. Being single with toys, that is all. Actually, I agree. Mufin, just calm down, okay? These women out here paying cell phone bills. All right. Look. Come on. Come on. Self-love lesson, rest in being single. Loving these SLL. Come on, Sonny, type your own. Come on. All right. Ooh, we'll do that one more time. We'll give another minute and a half on the self-love lesson. Dusty's come in all type of men. Take responsibility for your past and do better. Don't keep pointing fingers. Do not get tricked into being a sugar mama. Lord have mercy. Don't buy love. Don't be scared to see and respond appropriately to red flags. Yes. Don't entertain men that speak poorly about women. Invest in yourself. Never settle for less. Okay? I will never pay any man to live. Know your standards and boundaries and stand firm. Don't absorb the dusty talk. Rather be selfish than with these men. They're all the same. Is that what you learned? That all of them are the same? You know what? I think that for people who think like you may be looking for any excuse to say they're all the same. SLL, I was born whole. Love yourself and don't expect no one else to. Spoil yourself. Not a Dusty. Have safe S. Yes. Be patient and trust your standards. Don't get tricked by the look. Mm-mm-mm. Be too clean for dust. Be with your most high being. Stay true to yourself. All right. All right. All right. Last 7 seconds. A, A. All right. Listen, thank you all so much for coming out. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for waking up early with me today and giving me lots of food for thought. Thank you to all the people who were brave enough to call in. I feel like some of these phone calls need to be chopped up into smaller videos themselves. All right, here we go. Somebody trying to post foolishness on my screen as we're trying to get out of here. I'm not even saying the name. And on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out. And I'm really surprised to hear what it is that I've heard us saying today about military men, you know, because I've always had a certain idea of who military men are. But I guess men in the military are still men. You know, it really takes figuring out that being in the military, the only thing that being in the military denotes is that you have the ability to follow instructions, to go through basic training. But after that, the caliber of the man and who he is as a person is still on the inside there. That there's no automatic merit given to you just because you join the military, because not everybody rises up the ranks in the military. And when you meet a person in the military, if they've been in there for 15 years and they're still a private, I don't even think that's possible. Something is wrong though. But you know what? Pull out your chart and see how long it takes to make a certain rank. And then as you see how long they've been in versus their rank, it'll let you know what it is that they went in there to do. And on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Peace. Oh, I didn't say my self-love lesson that I learned from this video. The self-love lesson that I learned in this video is to slow down and realize that your experience is only your experience, and that your experience is a complex set of how you interpret who has come near you, who you've attracted into your life with your energy, who's been attracted to your energy, and the way that you see things and perceive things. Because everybody's experience is going to be different and some of it is going to overlap. But the self-love lesson I learned from today's video is to slow down and not think that you have the full answer, because this world is large with a lot of different types of people, and we just have to really just kind of sit back and pay attention to what's coming up before us and realize that that is just our experience. And in the same way that that can be our experience, we can create a shift in environment, in perspective, in our energy, and then attract different to us. All right? So on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am